I never thought I'd wake up one morning to find out my 12,000-acre ranch had been sold. Not listed, not discussed, sold on paper by someone who didn't even own a square foot of it. Who was behind it? You guessed it, Veronica, Pine Creek HOA president, self-proclaimed protector of neighborhood values. And apparently, she thought she could protect my ranch by transferring ownership to herself. It all started when Veronica decided my land looked too wild. Now, I run cattle, horses, and a few hundred acres of natural prairie. It's supposed to look wild. That's the point. But Veronica, with her fake pearls and clipboard, thought she was strolling through a museum instead of God's country. Mr. Sterling, she said, marching right up my driveway one morning. The Pine Creek HOA is concerned about your unmanaged grassland. I looked around. Open sky, cattle grazing, the kind of view people put on postcards. Unmanaged, I said. Veronica, it's a ranch, not a golf course. She sniffed. We prefer all properties maintain a cohesive landscape aesthetic. The board has voted to place your ranch under temporary Pine Creek HOA stewardship. I nearly laughed out loud. Veronica, you can't steward 12,000 acres of private land. She smirked. We'll see. 2 weeks later, I got a letter from the county registrar saying the ownership of my property had been transferred to the Pine Creek Homeowners Association. I almost dropped my coffee. Veronica had somehow filed a fake deed transfer, forged a signature, and submitted it to the county office, claiming the Pine Creek HOA had acquired my ranch as a community-managed conservation zone. She even had the nerve to post on the neighborhood app, exciting news. The Pine Creek HOA has expanded our managed territory to include the surrounding ranch lands. This will improve property values and reduce unsightly livestock clutter. Unsightly livestock clutter. My bulls, my horses, my land. I called my lawyer immediately. He laughed so hard I thought he might fall out of his chair. She filed a deed transfer on your land. That's felony. Level stupid. But I didn't want to just stop her. I wanted to teach her a lesson. So, I let it ride. For 3 days, I pretended I hadn't noticed. During that time, Veronica went wild. She started acting like she owned the place. Put up Pine Creek HOA signs, fenced part of my driveway, and even scheduled a community tour for potential new members. Big mistake. You see, what Veronica didn't know was that my ranch wasn't just a piece of land. It was a federally registered agricultural business with active conservation grants, water rights, and livestock tracking licenses. Tampering with that paperwork or falsely claiming ownership triggers federal investigation. So, I made a single call. Not to the cops, not to the sheriff, to my contact at the Department of the Interior. 3 days later, Veronica's community tour was in full swing. She had 5 SUVs of nosy neighbors following her like she was leading a safari. Then, out of nowhere, 3 unmarked black SUVs rolled in behind them. Agents stepped out, badges glinting. Ma'am, are you Veronica Hayes, president of the Pine Creek HOA? Veronica puffed up, yes, and you are trespassing on my property. One of the agents held up a folder. Actually, this ranch belongs to Mr. Sterling, and you just filed forged federal documents under the Pine Creek HOA's name. The color drained from her face faster than a summer creek. In August, they spent hours collecting evidence, her ownership paperwork, her fake signatures, even her Pine Creek HOA meeting notes bragging about expanding jurisdiction. By sundown, Veronica was in handcuffs, screaming about mistaken authority. The neighbors filmed the whole thing. The headline the next day, HOA president arrested for attempted land fraud, tried to seize 12,000-acre ranch. But I wasn't done yet. When the dust settled, the Pine Creek HOA begged me to drop the charges. They claimed they had no idea what Veronica was doing, so I made them an offer. They'd sign over permanent dissolution papers for the entire Pine Creek HOA. No more fees, no more power, and I'd withdraw my civil suit. They agreed within an hour. The next week, I took down their signs, reclaimed my driveway, and put up a new one, private property, former Pine Creek HOA territory. Trespassers will be educated. A few months later, I got a letter from Veronica, handwritten from a county jail cell. She apologized, said she just wanted to improve the neighborhood. I wrote back, "You sure improved it. It's peaceful now that you're gone." Subscribe to HOA Conflict Story for more.